Nobody knows where it came from. Nobody knows what it wants. There are theories, and then there is the legend. Nemesis comes from another dimension. A dimension beyond our imagination. Its tragedy is that it has no home. It has suffered rejection throughout the solar system. It could not communicate or make itself understood. No civilization anywhere in any galaxy would come to terms with its awesome power, its brooding unpredictability, its mind. Bewildered and afraid, mentally tortured by not knowing its origins, people turned against it. They fought it. They used everything against it. But Nemesis has no fear. They were mere irritants to Nemesis, to be swatted away like flies. It left to seek sanctuary, but it searched in vain. Unwanted, it was jettisoned towards Earth 2 million years ago. It has remained here ever since, drawing its energy from the Earth's core. For centuries, people were drawn to the mysterious place where it was thought to lay buried. They paid homage to the power. They brought gifts. They gave their souls.
Good morning, evening, or good night, and welcome back to the first episode of Nemesis Reborn. So today we're only going to really do the track layout, and considering the ride isn't yet open by the time of publishing this, I'm going to call it a recreation anyway, because it will be finished once it's uploaded. Or sorry, not uploaded, once the actual ride itself has been built. Now, once that ride has been built, that means I have enough, sort of references on what to build and where everything goes. So I will have a general basis of what to build, however some of it might be a bit off until it's fully fixed by the final release. So Nemesis is, for those of you who don't know, which probably should by now, Nemesis is a B&M invert which opened in 1994 and was once considered the world's most intense ride experience. Even though some may think it's the world's first inverted roller coaster, it's not. It was Europe's first, which in a way is not a world's first, even though that's what Alton Towers like to go for. But in this case, it's not. So you see here, I'm using the in-game corkscrew as a template on the corkscrew I'm going to build here. You might be wondering, why is the track white? Well, that's because I haven't changed the colour yet, and that will be done later on. You won't see it in the video because it was only done during the little cinematic, preview of the episode. Went over Nemesis' story, so everyone has some sort of background, regardless of whether you know the coaster or not. This coaster is it's okay to build. I mean, it was sort of okay. For several reasons it was a bit difficult, mainly due to thinking the spacing between the tracks, and I know many people on the PC version have a lot better time with track layouts because they're able to use aerial views and plans to guide out place where the track is and get it all right, and the angle banking and stuff like that is merely absolutely impossible in Planet Coaster Console Edition. One, for several reasons. They won't allow you to, well, Frontier, and they haven't added this feature. What is to add, what do you call it? Yeah, that's right. Put in media, so that's able to allow you to add in like photos, MP4 files, and you can make custom media. We don't have TMTK because, of course, this is not PC, this is console edition. which is considered a lot. Well, I'd say considered a lot harder to build on, due to your lack of personal items. And if you are to make little items, they're made out of in-game pieces, and you can get them in-game from different DLCs, which I guess is probably one of the worst issues. It's nice, this coaster. No one has ridden Nemesis Reborn yet, of course, because it's not open, and why would it be at this time of year? It's just the start of February, it's not March. But Alton Towers themselves have announced what's it called again? That's right. They have announced Alternate After Dark. Now, Alternate After Dark I think it's brilliant in the sense that you're able to get you're able to get night rides, and it's at the beginning of the year, so it's only going to run on through like the end of March, from the 20th onwards. So it's only going to run on select dates. I think it's every Saturday. I'm going to have to check again. You can even look on the website if you insist upon doing so. I haven't looked for a while now, and I'm just remembering all this info from memory, so it's not going to be the best. So right here, I'm trying to build the 0G roll, and now this 0G roll isn't your normal, in-game sort of 0G roll. So you use negative banking offset to get the right angle. You can see here I've switched it to -1, and that's going to help get the true heart line that you get on B&M coasters. You might see, well, you will see, sorry, that I will not be keeping this one I'm building here. I'll go over it hundreds and hundreds of times. Probably not hundreds, it's a bit of an exaggeration, but I'll generally go over it a lot to try and get it to the best of my ability. And considering now we're only practically 7 minutes into the video, and yeah, sorry about that. I made the little intro at the start to let everyone, or whoever's watching this video, it might not be everyone, because I only see that 13 to 12% have a retention rate to come back and watch. The rest are 85%, and that's not the best. So I am going to ask, if you do watch, please at least press a button that's not an upside down thumb, just anything, and it would be extremely appreciated. I would be extremely appreciative. So you can see right here, I'm trying to smooth the ridge now. It's harder than it seems. 0G rolls, I think they're very finicky and just horrible to do. I hate doing them, and this is probably one of the worst things I've built. After I did go back after the video and complete the entire track, I'll literally just end the track as it is once it goes over the lift hill, or the whatever you want to call it, just over this part here. So I went over it afterwards, and I painted the track black. At the end of the video, this is today. I recorded this yesterday, but today I genuinely just flipped it, moved it around, did some other tweaking, and I completed the track. Now, the track in question, is it 100% accurate? No. Will it ever be? No. Was it the best I could do? Potentially. Could I have done better? Yes. So I will go back to it, definitely. A few things still need to be fixed. I've got supports to do, I've got scenery to do, I've got to wait till I get more updates, mainly off of Theme Park Worldwide, which is amazing. Waiting around for other people to, post up vlogs. I've already heard that Nemesis is already testing, which is brilliant, and I saw on BBC Midlands that it has. Yeah, they made a news report on it, and I watched it. It was cool that they got some news on a spotlight on Alton Towers, because the last time there was a major spotlight on Alton Towers was in 2015, and if anyone can remember 2015, well, you know what happened. Some legs got broken, some lungs got punctured. It was not a nice sight, and I remember being in school at the time and being told about the news, and I remember everyone in school was talking about it and saying how sad it was, and that they'd never go to Alton Towers because of the incident. Now, the ride is perfectly safe. This is not Oblivion, for goodness sake. They even removed people say that they removed is this ride safe? And the Lord of Darkness starts saying, yeah, the ride is perfectly safe. And now I think that's been removed off one of the pre-shows for Oblivion. But I'm getting off track here. So yeah, you can see yet again, I am not doing well. Mainly because I'm a bit, crap at making, the profiling of the track. Getting it smooth is hard enough, let alone the profiling and the shape. I went over this a couple of times, still not happy with it. So I did, after this, went over, fixed it, and now I'm happy with it. Just needs a bit more smoothing, and I think it will be perfect. Not perfect, but, better than it was before. So about a project that I was going to tease. I was going to tease Wicker Man. I started on it. I'm not lying. I started on it, and I can't get the effigy's head right. Not the human side, but the ram. It is so hard to build an animal's face. It's unbelievable. I think I'm best to not doing Wicker Man at the moment because, after all, exams, GCSEs, everything like that, I've got to keep a dead eye on and really knuckle down hard. Because, as everyone knows, probably the most stressful 3 years of your entire bloody life lies in school, towards those final 3 years. So, regardless of that, I think it's time for me to say thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe, or comment at least. That will make me happy. This project will continue, of course, and there might be a huge delay and a huge gap between everything else in each video because I'm still getting data and information, photos and references, so on and so forth. But in the next episode, I will be moving on to some of the more terrain and that sort of stuff, because that is obviously unchanged. But other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.